In this video, we're going to be going over where you can farm Human Ward and Human Bane craft mods in New World. Yes, the price of these mods have gone down significantly since they were first introduced into the game. However, they are still worth a little bit of money. On my server currently, the vial of Lost Essence, the thing that's used for Human Ward, currently sells for about 400 gold-ish. And then the urn of Lost Essence, which is used for Human Bane, it only sells for about 30 gold a pop. So obviously, if you're going to craft gear, you may want to opt to buy these versus farm them. But nonetheless, I have had several requests to post a video showing exactly where you need to go to farm out these mods. So that's what this video is going to be for. So the first location that I have for you guys is called Rabbit Island. I do want to point out before we talk too much about Rabbit Island, though, that the Human Ward and Human Bane craft mods come almost exclusively from lost mobs found throughout Aeternum. However, the named mobs in Aeternum have a much larger chance to just drop a bag, which means they just have a much larger chance in general to drop the craft mods for you. So Rabbit Island is located in Restless Shore. Once you've made it to Rabbit Island, you're going to need to kill a white little bunny rabbit roaming around named Stanley. Once you take out Stanley, there's going to be a lost mob named the Hair Keeper. He's going to spawn in that area. This mob has a pretty decent chance to drop both vials of Lost Essence and urns of Lost Essence, and this is where I have found most success farming for these mods specifically. Stanley's going to respawn very quickly, so there's not a whole lot of downtime for this farm. Usually what I do is I bring a bow here with me and I shoot some other rabbits during the downtime, which is usually only about 3 or 4 rabbits before Stanley will spawn back. That'll give me a chance to get something like some sumptuous rabbit while we wait. But nonetheless, this is a very quick farm, and I have found that I do get quite a few of the craft mods from this specific mob named the Hair Keeper. It's probably also worth noting here that whenever I run around and do any kind of craft mod farm or any other farm for that matter, I typically am in full luck gear. Whether or not that makes a difference, I honestly have no idea at this point. I'm not sure anyone knows, if we're being perfectly honest, but nonetheless, I do wear full luck gear. That's why you see me running around with this kind of oddball combination of the bow and the great axe. I use the great axe because it has luck on it, and then I use the bow just to pull the rabbits or to pull whatever else I'm out farming. It just makes things a little bit easier. So that's why I'm running this oddball combination, and it is full luck gear. Again, not sure if that makes a difference, but that's usually what I wear whenever I go out and do these farms. The next area we're going to talk about is the Amron Expedition. So the Amron Expedition is full of lost enemies. It has several named mobs throughout the dungeon, and this is a really low level expedition, which makes it a very easy farm. But the downside to Amron is that you need 3 players in order to complete the full expedition. There are plates that you have to stand on within Amron, and you can't progress any further unless you have 1 person standing on each plate. So unless you have 3 people, you're not going to be able to complete the dungeon. But if you are higher level, looking to farm out these mods specifically, this is a quick farm to do that in. However, running the Amron Expedition is not going to provide a whole lot of value to you if you are a higher level character, so you'd really just be spamming this expedition pretty much specifically for these craft mods. The same can be said about the previous one we talked about, Stanley on Rabbit Island. That also is not going to provide you a whole lot of additional value outside of getting the craft mod, and then of course maybe a sumptuous rabbit or 2. But this last spot we're going to go over can provide a lot of value for your daily gameplay loop if you choose to go here. I think that's why a lot of people choose to go here to farm out these craft mods, and a lot of people go here for other reasons as well that we're going to talk about. So this place is Skysong Crypt. It's in the northern part of Ebonscale Reach. This is a fantastic place to go every single day to farm out your obsidian gypsum. You can also pop a topaz potion here to farm that out. Also, Mordecai the Mortician has a chance to drop the trophy piece that you need for the major lost trophy. So there are 5 named bosses that spawn in this area, and each of them have a decent chance to drop this Human Ward or Human Bane craft mod. The cursed one is located in the southern section of the area within the crypts. Mordecai the Mortician is going to be located in the courtyard near the center of the area. Then you have Slayer Rosellen, which is located in the northern part of the area, kind of right below the mountain. Then Ivan the Inevitable is located inside the church. And then finally, you have Farley. Farley is up in the northernmost point of the area. You can find him by looking at the map and kind of finding the circular shape in the north. Along with Farley, there are several ironwood nodes that spawn there, so you can farm those out as well for a chance to maybe get your emerald gypsum while you're up in this area doing your other tasks too. There's also several chests that spawn within this area and a couple that could drop some trophy mats for you here too. So this is a pretty good spot to go This is a pretty good loop to run if you have a few minutes a day and you're trying to maximize your time. You can come here, you can get some gypsum, you can loot some chests, you can get some ironwood potentially, and you have a chance to get the human ward and human bane craft mod. So this place is oftentimes the choice of most people whenever they go farm these out. But if I had to put them in order, I would most definitely rate the Hairkeeper as the #1 farm for these mods. I have gotten more craft mods just farming that specific mob than I have doing any of these other methods, but nonetheless, I have gotten several from Amron and from Skysong Crypt as well. So all three of these are great. In my opinion, these are the 3 top places you would want to go to farm these mods out. But that's going to do it for this one, boys and girls. That's where you farm out the human ward and human bane craft mods. So if you're interested in going to farm those out to either craft some gear or to sell the mods, whatever you're trying to do, that's where you go farm them out. Again, I know that they are quite cheap, or a lot cheaper on the marketplace now than they were before. So if you're going to craft gear, you could just purchase them. But a lot of people really enjoy farming out their own mods, or they're just cheap like me and they don't want to go buy them from the trading post. But that'll do it for this one, boys and girls. If you want to see more places to farm out some of the other ward and bane craft mods, let me know. I can make videos on those as well. But that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate you being here as always. And of course, we stream every Monday through Friday over twitch.tv/BDLG. I'd love to see you come hang out over there. We have a fantastic time. That's it. We'll see you in the next one.